So before I go into this video, I just want to say that I am definitely not a financial expert. I'm not giving you advice. I'm just going to be telling you the experience that I've had. These are all real things that happened to me. I'm going to be showing you the proof of it. I'm not exaggerating it. I'm not saying anything other than what actually happened. And I have gone through enough shit that I feel that I am entitled to be able to talk about this and tell other people my experience. Again, I'm not giving you advice. I am not a financial expert. I'm not really an expert in any field, to be honest with you. I didn't even ever attend a college. I just left it at high school. I did not want to take any further education. So, I'm not giving you advice, but this is a true story that happened to me, and I hope you at least consider it when thinking about using this bank. So I've been a customer of US Bank for over 2.5 years. I'm going to let that account close and be done with it because I never want to see this logo or think about it ever again beyond this freaking video. Alright, so I had multiple things happen. Every time I did what I could to get it corrected, or in some cases I just didn't think it was worth my time, so I just ate it. But here's everything that happened in order, and here's why I am at the end of any defending this company. And I have taken shit from other companies, but I feel like this one has just gone far enough that I don't ever again want to think of it beyond this video. So I'm going to show you some real actual documents that are attached to myself. I've censored out anything of importance. Right, the only piece of information that I'm giving out there is that I am currently a US Bank member, but I'm trying to close that as soon as possible. So I am going to show you documents, and the only Photoshop or censoring or anything, or sorry, editing, I mean, is the censorship, just so you don't see my other stuff, right? But this is the actual truth of the matter. Usually there's side A, side B, and then in the middle you find there's the truth. This time, there's the dickheads, the truth in me. So, I first got the card because it had a giant points welcome cashback bonus. So I'm not going to go into what the real numbers are. I'm going to keep it simple. Alright, I'm not going to talk about what my credit line is. But all you need to know is that if I spend $100 in the first 3 months, and obviously it's a lot more than that, but I'm not going to discuss exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, so for this example, if I spend $100, then I would get $300 back to be able to spend. All right. Now, this is the first thing that they start to take advantage of me. And I did not fight this one. I didn't even really mention it to anybody else, just because I found out that that cash back system was having to go through them on things that I might not have even wanted in the first place. So while they did screw me out of it, I just kind of ate it because I didn't want to be spending any more money anyway, alright? But essentially what happens is I had, again, for example, a $100 credit line, okay? I had a $50 payment that was supposed to go through. It did not go through. They did not allow it to go through for almost 2 full weeks. I had the money in my bank. I'm making it. I know how to pay a freaking credit card. I know what I'm doing. All right. So it was a large purchase. I did have a big purchase, and it was, a lot of the balance, or not the balance, of the credit line. And I was carrying that balance for about a week or two, but I paid it off. But they would not let the payment clear. All right. And why they did that is so that I did not get the cash back. This was after having the card for, like I said, 3 months, and I had been using it plenty, okay? So, just to explain it as clearly as I can, within 2 weeks of it being the end of the 3 months and I need to spend X amount of money, I have 0 on the card. I make a one-time big purchase, nothing huge, but a big purchase, and it takes up the majority of the credit that is available to me on that card. I then, after about a week and a half, I'm going to say, make a payment, and it's supposed to go through. There's still plenty of time. Well, they will not let it go through. For whatever reason, they're not charging me a late fee. They're not saying I missed a payment. They just will not let it process. It says it is in, processing. It's currently being processed, whatever bullshit wording they used on it, okay? So in the meantime, I know if I want to get their welcome bonus, I need to spend a little bit more. Let's say 25 more. And they're not letting me do that because they're saying that I still have that bigger purchase out. Even though it is not exceeding my credit limit. I'm not going over it. There's no legitimate reason why this would be happening. Okay? So, just long story short, as soon as it becomes that I cannot qualify, they process the payment and let me use the card again. So that was strike one, and not a great start to the relationship here, okay? Strike two is much, much freaking worse, all right? So, I was looking for a new car, because I personally, as I talked about on my other channel, have only had cars older than I am. I've only had two-door cars. I've never had a cup holder in a car. I've never had any of the modern amenities, okay? A seat warmer is something that I don't necessarily want, but compared to, what I've been used to, that is something of the unbelievable future that no one could ever see coming. All right? So those are the cars I've had. So I'm going to buy a new car. I know I'm going to be getting a promotion at my other job, and I know I'm going to have enough money to be buying a car. Okay? So, here's where US Bank decides I'm not worth shit once more. So, while I'm in the market looking for a car, I have a really, really good credit score. Okay? I have been on top of my shit. The only complaint I've ever had about any of my companies or anything else like that, I've never missed a payment. The only complaint, again, has been about US Bank capping me so I couldn't qualify for their rewards program. Okay? So that being said, I go to get the car. I am test driving. I'll just tell you, I test drove an Alfa Romeo Giulia. It was a car I did think I really wanted. I ended up not wanting that car after I test drove it. But I'm telling you, I had great credit, went to the dealership. We may have been talking, all right? And then I saw, suddenly, my credit score is at 621. Okay? So, it wouldn't let me go all the way back on Credit Karma, and you can see I'm back up to a decent range now. I actually cut this graph a little short, so you don't know exactly how well I'm doing there, but July is when I end up actually buying my car. In June, when I'm doing the test drive at the Alfa Romeo dealership, my score drops to 621. So immediately I'm freaking the fuck out of what in the world could be causing that bullshit. Okay? So I'm going through all my cards, seeing if somebody somehow stole my identity. Nothing. Everything's cool. Except then I see US Bank, without ever alerting me, said I didn't make a payment. Now here's what's really stupid about this. I did not get hit with a, derogatory mark. There's nothing on my credit score that says I missed a payment. But US Bank, as you can see right here, on May 18th, I make a payment. Okay? So it's for $350. That brought my credit back down to 0. Now I've blacked out the rest of my information that's not relevant here, okay? But on the 18th, I make a payment. Brings my credit card balance down to 0. Then these are like just going to some fast food restaurants, out to the movies, some things like that in between there, okay? So you can see 18, 18, 20, 20, 22, 20, or 22, 22, 23. And then on the 24th, again with no email, no physical mail, no notification, nothing, I get a returned payment fee of $40, all right? I never see that, and apparently now at this point, my card is up to like $60, because I did make a payment in here, but I had like 20 on, and now I've got a $40 fee. And then, on the 30th, 6 days later, I get another $350 added into my freaking credit, and I did make another purchase along the way. All right, and so that drops my score down to 621, and that's where this chart comes into play. Okay, so why I'm showing you this is that it's important to know they dropped my credit because of that, and I have to postpone actually getting the car until July, when I work with Credit Karma, dispute this, have to go through my bank that is in charge of my checking account. I won't disclose that information, but they prove that I had the money in the account, that I made the payment on time, and that US Bank has fucked this up. It is all on them. It has nothing to do with me other than it's on my account. But I have done everything correctly. And Credit Karma reinstates my proper score up here at almost 720, where it was supposed to be. And then there's a little dip because we start talking about getting the car, spending a little bit of money there, but still, it's still in the 700s. And then I make the purchase on the car, and that's when there's quite a significant drop, because now I have recurring car payments and a lot of debt for the car. And I've been slowly building it back up, all right? But you can see there was a dip that instantly went back up, and it's got nothing to do with me not making payments or not knowing what I'm doing or any of that bullshit. This is US Bank just royally fucking me over. And I was so concerned with all that, trying to make sure I was going to be able to buy a car, because I didn't want it to go too long after I got the promotion, just because I wanted to be able to make that purchase right away and not have it hanging over my head. Plus, my other car was going to need some big service, so I was going to have to spend a good chunk of change either way, so I might as well just start off with a new car and have a clean slate, right? So that's what I'm concerned with. I'm realizing I never even got that $40 back. I was never compensated for them fucking up. So already, in this video, that's $40 that they still owe me. I'm just gonna take a bath on it. I'm just gonna wash it. It's not worth the time of trying to deal with these assholes anymore. So that really made me mad, and that was some bullshit. Alright? Then some other bullshit happened. The number 3 thing that they do, chronologically, not in worst, but yeah, chronologically, the third thing that they do, they say you can get a $25 gift card to Target. We're going to mail it to your house. It is your reward for how many points you were able to redeem. Alright? Cool. No problem. So I was going to prove this to you, but when I go back into the app and on the website, there's no way for me to automatically find my redeemed history. So I can see the things that allowed me to get points, but I can't see what I actually traded in those points for. I'm sure US Bank has a way to find that, but the fact that I can't just on my own find it in a cursory search is pretty freaking ridiculous. So you're just going to have to trust me on this. But what happened was, they sent me a card that's supposed to be worth $25, a Target gift card. I go to Target, I get a $25 item, and the lady says, okay, you still owe $20. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Now, I was nice to the cashier. I know she's got nothing to do with this. She kind of sat there and laughed with me, and I told her at that time, yeah, don't ever go with US Bank. They're obviously bullshit. They can't even send me a $25 gift card. And, we had a moment, and I end up paying the rest of it, and I'm just like, well, that's fucking great. It's not even worth my time to sit on hold to try to get a $20 fucking difference taken care of. So now that's $20 that they owe me on that, okay? And that's not that big of a deal. If it was the only issue that I ever had with them, I probably wouldn't even mention to anyone besides for that cashier. But again, this is now the third thing, and there is just no excuse for that. I mean, it's $25. It's not like it's a fucking ton of money, and it's $20 difference because I spent $5 already. So it's not worth my time at all to fucking try to sit there and find out what can I do to fucking beg you guys to send me the correct amount. And now I don't even know if I can prove it. I can prove that the gift card scanned for $5 because I still have the receipt right here with the gift card in it, but I can't prove that it was supposed to be worth $25. Just for transparency's sake, here's my receipt with the card that they sent me. So I can prove that I at least got it. Alright, now issue number 4. And this is going to be the last issue because, as I said, I'm not putting 1 single cent on this card ever again. Okay? So a couple of things happened here. Basically, I don't want to say the name of the company that I am getting this free trial from because I really like this company. I don't want people to not use it based off this information, although this company does look good. So I've kind of maybe a little blur on the logo. You might be able to figure it out. All right. But basically what you need to know is I had a free trial for a week from this one company. That trial expired. That's fine. I was actually going to I was going to buy a month of the service for like $5.99. So if my trial expires, cool, no problem. Well, for whatever reason, that company charges me for the full year instead of a monthly subscription. So I automatically call US Bank and I'm like, look, this is going to get reversed. Can we just do it now so I don't have to have $83 out and you don't try to make me make a payment on something that is gonna be reversed? And the guy I spoke to on the phone, nice guy, he's like totally down, he's understanding what I'm saying, he reverses the charge. Okay, so on the 4th of May, $83.99 taken out of my account. On March 5th, I don't know if I said May, March 4th, March 5th, the guy reverses it. There it is, the $83.99 back into my account. I'm simultaneously already working with the other company, all right? Now, on the 25th, they unreverse the payment. I did make the $5 payment to the other company on a different card because, again, I did not want to use US Bank because of how freaking stupid they have been in the past. So at this point, as of March 5th, I am already done with this account. I don't ever want to see this card again. Okay? March 25th, they reverse the freaking payment and put it back on my card. So now it shows that I have $83.99 on my card again. I don't get an email, piece of mail, no notification. And as I just said, as far as I'm concerned, I am no longer a customer of this company. I am done with them. I'm going to wait until they close the account, and I'm done. So I don't check the app every day like I am for my other cards. And then I know roughly around this time of year is when, or time of month is when I would have a payment for the other cards. So I said, just for the hell of it, let me check US Bank. On May 15th, so it's 16th here, the day before, on the 15th, I open up the website and see that there's $83.99. The only freaking reason that I saw that was because I just happened to by chance think maybe I should be on top of all my accounts, even one that is dead to me. All right? That's how I find it. The other company, they don't know why they did this. All right? So, I notice that I am a few days away from having to pay the minimum. So the minimum balance on this $83.99 purchase, the only thing on my card, $83.99, that's it, was a $40 minimum. So I pay it because I don't want to get a late fee and have my score hit. Because I've never had a late fee. And that would really affect my score, and that would really suck, and that would really piss me off. So, I make a $40 payment, which was the freaking minimum. And then I call the other company and I tell them they did this anyway, and they're like, we don't know why they did that. They reverse it. That other company, freaking great. I still am using a monthly subscription to that company. I cannot recommend them enough. I don't know if I should be saying their name or not. I just kind of want to leave them out because this is a negative video overall. But that other company, freaking kick ass. The exact opposite. Complete polar opposite. The spectrum could not be wider, and they are on either end. The other company, great. US Bank, dog shit. So, as you can see, they go ahead and reverse the payment. So, they had already had it processing before this, and on the 17th, it officially goes back into my account. That means as of the 17th, right there, my account is at 0. There's nothing on the card at all. It is at 0, okay? Which means, because I just paid that 40, they now owe me money. It is now at negative $40. They owe me $40 on a credit card, okay? On May 20th, they charged me $1 in interest. How the fuck could they possibly calculate that shit? I am so fucking blown away that they had the fucking balls to charge me interest, period, on something that they owe me money for. But how in the fuck do you come up with $1 of interest? How do you come up with a $40 minimum payment on $83.99? I don't know, but obviously these motherfuckers that are running this company don't know a lot of things, because holy fuck is that terrible. I don't think I can ever compare any customer service fiasco of any degree, and trust me, I have some other videos I've thought about making over the years. My teeth were supposed to be fixed a long fucking time ago, okay? And I'm still pissed off about that. And there's a whole lot of shit involved in that. They even tried to say, we're going to take you to court. And I said, do it, I fucking dare you. And that company, still I've had better results than with US Bank. I can't believe this shit. It is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. So, purpose of this video, again, I'm not some freaking expert, but I'm a real life customer, and that's my real life story with the evidence to show you of what the hell they've done to me. So, if you would like to keep your money and not get charged interest when they owe you money, and not have your score royally fucked as you're trying to make a giant purchase over $30,000, don't use US Bank. Hope you enjoyed that, because I'm still worked up, and I'm probably not going to be able to sleep tonight, because I'm going to be this worked up for a long time. So at least leave a like for my suffering. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.